Hey everyone, I'd like to welcome you to the first ever official Neurs TV live webcast. My name is Abel Prieto. I'm the communications director for Neurs.com, and I'm so excited to be on this webcast with you today. Today I'm honored to introduce the co-founder and CEO of Neurs, Frank Codina. For those of you who don't know Frank, I'd like to give you some background on him, since I have known him now for about 18 years. Frank actually started his entrepreneurial journey at the age of 19 when he was recruited right out of college to become a sales rep at a Fortune 500 company. And by 1993, at the age of 20, he had become the youngest VP of the company at the time. He later on advanced to senior vice president with the company in 1999. That same year, Frank moved to Spain to become a co-founder of a new financial services startup that was created with the backing of Citigroup. By 2005, he returned to the U.S. and started slowly transitioning into angel investing, which is where he discovered his passion for technology. And it was that passion that led him to become the founder and general partner of Neurs Capital, an early seed investment firm focused on fast-growing technology ventures. It was at that point that Frank realized a need for the platform that we're introducing to you today and co-founded Neurs.com. And here we are, 1 week before our official pre-release launch. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce you my friend and business partner, the CEO of Neurs, Frank Codina.
Hey, thank you, Abel. And I want to actually send out a big thanks to all of our team. And I want to basically from our staff here, from our incredible team, basically say to you all that are watching this broadcast, welcome once again to the first official broadcast of Neurs.com. And we're just so happy to have you here, to have you along for this ride. And I want to, again, send out my thanks to all of our teammates that are working so hard around the clock. Literally, there are people sleeping in the office right now, doing an incredible job to make this happen. I want to thank Kevin Martin, our great partner, technology partner, who's working tireless hours to make this work. I want to thank also Rafael Leon and his marketing team and the job that they're doing. Getting the word out, Abel, of course, he's been a good friend and a great support over all these last basically few days, just really getting out the word and really helping us out. And I got Lass, my brother, who's here on set with me, trying to help out with all this technology. But I also want to thank some of our other partners, Dennis, who's one of our key leaders, flying right now from Malta to London, then on to Canada and back to us in March. Another one of our key leaders is also on a trip. Arturo de la Mora, he's getting the word out about what we're doing and helping us with our TV technology. And another one of our key leaders, Kijan Demas, he's actually in Mexico right now. And once again, just a great teammate that's helped us to put this together. So first of all, thanks to everyone. And I don't want to leave anybody out, but there's so many people that have helped us out, so many teammates around the world. In Spain, we have people helping us. We have people in the UK, in the Ukraine helping us, in the UK helping us, in Canada helping us, in California. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I want to once again welcome you to Neurs.com, and I want to go to a PowerPoint right now and show you guys a little bit more information about Neurs. So basically, Neurs.com, as you know, is basically a platform. If you actually looked at the PDF that's on the site right now, if you looked at any of the information, you will know about our platform and what we have done. And basically, Neurs.com is basically a project that's going to be launched basically in just 7 days, okay? And you are going to get today a sneak preview of this incredible business project that we've been working kind of secretly over the last 2 years, almost 3 years we've been working at this, okay, to put it together. And it's going to go live, like we said, on the 25th, and it's going to be incredible. All right, so let's get into some of the topics. Why this platform? Well, as you all know, the web is changing the world. Right now, you have to look no further than companies like, for example, Groupon, what they've done the last 8 years, basically transforming the way small businesses offer their products and their discounts to consumers that really are looking for those coupons, okay? The way they've united those two groups and literally millions of people around the world. Look at Facebook. What Facebook has done is amazing, of uniting friends and family and connecting them, okay, through an online platform. Over a billion people already using that platform. What Amazon does is connecting buyers and sellers of all kinds of products, of books and items and things, right? The web is a fantastic tool to make connections happen, as you well know. Behance, for example, is a company, is a creative company, really incredible company that unites the creative world, that unites basically people who do graphic design, high-end graphic design and stuff like that with basically companies and individuals that want to hire those types of people. Angie's List, the way they connected, handyman and people who do, home repair work, etc., with the people that are looking for those types of people, right? And of course, eHarmony or Pinterest, but really Etsy. I want to talk about Etsy, for example, because Etsy is an incredible company. Etsy basically started in 2006, I believe, and in a short period of time, okay, this company has grown to over 20 million people that their only purpose is to go to this site to buy and sell and basically expose the arts and crafts that they produce or that they want to buy. It unites the arts and crafts world. Well, before Etsy, all these people basically went from, roadshow to roadshow, from basically one hotel to another hotel, exposing their products or trying to communicate with each other using other online tools. And it was very ineffective. But someone created Etsy to unite this world. And today, they have over 20 million people. The company generated revenue of over 700 million last year. So basically, why are we starting with this? Well, we're starting with this because we want to basically express to you how important it is that the connections that happen online, right? But the question that kept on arising inside of us, the question that we kept on bugging us is, where is the entrepreneurial world being connected? Where's the one platform that unites the entire entrepreneurial world? Franchisers, opportunity providers, whether it be direct sellers or network marketing companies, providers of services for entrepreneurs. I could be an attorney for IP, for intellectual property. It could be, obviously somebody who does accounting. Who unites the service providers to entrepreneurs and the business opportunity providers to aspiring entrepreneurs. Well, we couldn't find this. We went out and tried to find this, and we couldn't find it. So today, we're going to introduce you to Neurs.com. Neurs.com, Concepts Connections Capital, is the name of our company, the name of our web platform, and is designed to unite the entrepreneurial world, okay? So next Saturday, January the 25th, we're getting ready to launch this web service, and we believe it's going to be like something that's never been seen before, okay? It's going to be a one of a kind. Why? Because we looked for this type of platform, we couldn't find it, so we decided to build it ourselves, okay? Our only goal and purpose in Neurs, okay, is to connect the entrepreneurial world and to become the main meeting point, okay, for aspiring entrepreneurs and providers of business opportunities and providers of services worldwide. This is truly a global effort. It's going to be a global effort to get the word out and then to build this platform because we believe it's needed. The only purpose is to connect people. We want to connect people in a significant way, in an exclusive way, in a way that they've never been connected before. This is not like a Facebook. People say, does it resemble Facebook? No, we're not copying Facebook in any way, shape, or form. Okay, this is not like a LinkedIn. We've looked at LinkedIn. It's not LinkedIn. Okay, this is not like any of the other things that connects different groups of people that there was a need for those platforms. This is totally different and unique. Is there a need for this type of platform? Well, we believe there's a tremendous need for this type of service. According to Fortune magazine, okay, more than 66% of respondents to a recent survey said they had a desire to own their own business. That's approximately 50 million people worldwide, okay, in the US, and 400 million worldwide that would love to start their own business, but really haven't to this point. Why haven't they done it? We found out it's basically three reasons, okay? They don't know what business to start. They don't feel they have the right connections with the right people to get those business underway. They don't have the right reach, okay, to make that happen, and they don't have access to capital to basically hit the ground running to build those businesses. That's basically why they haven't, okay? So we believe that there is obviously a tremendous need. Now imagine if there was a web service that helped aspiring entrepreneurs find their ideal business. Like, give them their most compatible business ideas just for them. Imagine there was such a web-based business, right? Imagine if they also, that same platform provided those people with all the educational resources they could ever need, okay, to learn how to start a business, from how to incorporate the business, how to do their accounting, how to do a business plan, how to find investors. Everything that they needed to know will be on this one platform, okay? Imagine that there's also brought together a group of providers, millions of providers of the services and the opportunities they need to make those businesses be successful. And then imagine if the same platform even help people get the money they need to make this business work, all in one place. Imagine if this existed. Now imagine if in the same site, basically on the other side of the coin, so to speak, on one side you have the aspiring entrepreneurs, on the other side you have these millions of providers of business opportunities. It could be franchisers, it could be direct sellers, it could be network marketing providers, it could be anyone who offers an opportunity or a service to an aspiring entrepreneur. Those people that are providers of business services and business opportunities, they got to this site for the only purpose of finding their ideal target market, their ideal customers. Those people that are already looking for you. They're already looking for those types of people, but they cannot find them in one location, an easy, organizable way. Imagine if this existed, okay? Well, that's what we're talking about. And it's not just an idea. It is an idea. It's an idea whose time has come. And this is a fully functional website with 2 patent pending processes that we built onto the site. And we have thousands already of people interested in what it does. In fact, recently we did a webcast, a pre-webcast. This is our official first cast, but we did some trial versions. And in one trial little webcast that we did, we had people from 28 different countries, thousands of people that watched what we did. And we believe already pre-launch, our reach has gotten into the hundreds of thousands of people that are interested in this platform. Why? The email we keep getting, the message we keep getting from all of those people is, this is a platform that's needed. This is something that's been needed. Wow. Thank you for creating it. Okay. So you will join Neurs as either, and I'm going to walk you through the website right now. You will join Neurs as either an entrepreneur. Okay. So there's the entrepreneur account, a provider account. Okay. We have a provider for those people. And then we have a full access member. A full access is someone who's an entrepreneur and is also a provider at the same time. That's what a full access member is. And also, I want to make sure that we focus on a third person here, a fourth person here, which is the affiliate marketer. Okay, the affiliate marketer is the person that's going to be helping us get the word out. That's going to be bringing us our client base. That's going to be basically helping us grow the community. And the affiliate marketer has a role in our site, very important role. I'm going to talk about that at the end, okay? And on the 25th, we're really going to go through the details of the affiliate opportunity. Although we're not releasing all the details at once, we're going to be doing it slowly over the next 7 to 8 weeks, okay? As we get ready for our official launch, which is going to be in March. We're opening in pre-release mode next week on the 25th. But the affiliate community, I just want you to know, you're very important. That account type is built into our website, and the affiliates could be affiliates by themselves. And by the way, they could also be entrepreneurs. They could also be providers. It could be affiliates and providers, affiliates and entrepreneurs, or affiliates and the full access account that allows you to do everything on the site. So going back to what the site does, let's actually review now what I'm actually going to go back to the PowerPoint real quick so I can show you the steps to getting there. So basically, let's begin what an entrepreneur can do. So first of all, the entrepreneur account begins by somebody completing what we call their Neurs profile. The Neurs profile is basically about 70 questions that somebody completes to know. We need to know everything about them, previous business experience. We need to know about their expectations. We need to know their skill sets that they currently have, their personality. We even ask them about their hobbies so we can know about them more. Suitability, what businesses that they could be suitable or not suitable for, even adaptability. And through this process, we're going to do all these questions. We're going to run them through an algorithm. And this algorithm is assigned to allow them to be basically matched up or become compatible through a score that we're going to provide the user through our database of business ideas and opportunities. In this database, there are franchises, there are direct marketers, direct selling, network marketing companies. There's also all kinds of opportunities, not just franchises or network marketing opportunities. There's all kinds of opportunities, even generic business opportunities that you can put your own name onto them, okay? And we're going to basically, from these opportunities, give to the user the ones that are best suitable for them. When they go to My Business Concepts page, they will see, for example, the businesses that have the highest PCP score. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but that's your probability of compatibility for profitability score. And that score says this is the business that in our database was the one that was highest rated for you. And that should really, basically make you think about, wow, why was this business recommended for me, and take a look at it. And most of the time with the trials that we've done, people are really shocked that the information is presented to them because these are businesses they never even thought about. But once they start reading and once they start understanding why they're compatible, they are blown away at how the suggestion engine was able to tell them which businesses are best for them. So now I'm going to go to the website and show you guys. I'm actually going to log in to the website and show you guys exactly basically how the site works. So let me just go over here and go to login. Okay. Now once I'm here, I'm going to put in my user ID, which is going to be my email address. Then I'm going to put my information, my login information, and I'm going to click login. And now I'm going to be taken to basically the landing page. And in this landing page, as you will see here, there's all this information on, that we're going to have, like you can see here, like, for example, the latest, we have Neurs conferences and TVs, and there's going to be news that are going to be populating here. Over here, this is your notification panel. We're going to close it down. These are things that are coming up, webinars and online courses that you have seen or not seen. offers or requests that you have not made to the community. In this case, I haven't even updated my profile picture, but I did it on the marketing side. I didn't do it on this side of the website. So you will see the website is basically three parts. There's the concepts, connections, and capital. Okay. So in concepts, we will actually click down and click on Neurs profile. So the entrepreneur account basically will complete this profile right here that you all see. Okay, that you can see right now. It's very intense. Again, about 70 questions. We're going to know a lot about this user. Okay, their skill sets, including their personality, and we're going to see things about them. Okay, but once we know this information, our business suggestion engine is going to recommend the business ideas and opportunities that are best suited for them. So this is actually my profile, and using my profile with my answers that I went ahead and answered here, the number one business that was rated the highest, 148.87, was a business called Proforma. Now, when I first saw that, Proforma, I said, what is Proforma? I don't know what Proforma is. I never put them in the database. It was not one of those businesses that I dealt with directly. My team here did. And when I saw it, I was really shocked. By the way, I saw it. I'm the only viewer that has seen it. I'm the only user of the actual pay site, per se, at this point. I'm the only person that has liked it, so I'm the one person that likes it so far. But when I read the description, it really blew me away. How compatible I am with this business. You know, it's about entrepreneurship. It's about education. It's really about helping entrepreneurs in a digital, in an electronic product, basically. And I was blown away why I felt compatible with this business. Again, the investment range, what I need to invest to make this business work, is a franchise. Then the videos, I can play the video and see more about that company. Target market, income potential, training even. I can look at where to begin, and I could even start asking questions and actually getting connected with this business, which is really neat because that gives me direct access to, again, the connections platform. So let me actually go back here and show you the next business. The next business that, again, I felt a high level of compatibility with was Action Coach. And when I read about Action Coach, what it does, how many countries it's in, what its focus is, once again, blown away by how accurate the system is in terms of recommending to me the business ideas and opportunities that are best suited for me. Again, target market, income potential, all of it is there, and I can already connect with this business and start to basically, move forward to understanding more of the business. But we knew for a fact that, people needed to know about which business opportunities and ideas were best for them, okay? And by the way, our system is loaded with ideas and opportunities. And by the way, there's even a search mechanism. Let me show you the search mechanism real quick. If you go here, I can actually type, I want to see only business ideas. I only want to see business opportunities. I only want to see franchises. I can be selective in that sense. I can see which PCP score are the highest. That's the pre-default, okay? But I can also see which ones are the business ideas and opportunities that I have no compatibility with. That's really important because how many people have tried businesses and ideas and things that they thought, could be money makers, only to find out years later that they felt no compatibility and they had to literally leave it to go do something else that they were passionate about. So this is really what the site does. The site really, it tries to inform the user about which business and opportunities they should be pursuing and allow them to make that choice. We're not saying you should do this. We're saying look at all the options, but look at this one very particular because it ranks really high for you. And for every user, it will be absolutely different, okay? So that's the search mechanism, which is really cool. And but we felt like, once somebody knew about the business ideas and opportunities that were best suited for them, we felt that they needed more than that. They needed to have information or training, a specific business education to help them get those business started. So we created an online basically, it's an online training academy, okay? We're calling it webinars. We're actually going to retitle that to online courses. That's what we're going to probably be retitling that. And the online courses, you can actually search the webinars. Right now, there are no webinars on the site. I'll tell you why. The two types of online courses that exist right now are basically online courses that are done by basically two people. Let me explain to you why we don't have them right now. Okay, number one type of online course is going to be generated. It's going to be generated by the community. So when our providers finally join the site, starting in March, they'll actually be able to join and go on to the pay service, okay? They'll be able to put up all their content, all their training material, all their educational material in this platform. Why would they want to do that? Real simple. Get connections. So imagine that you are a provider of, accounting services. Let me just do something very basic, okay? So you're a provider of accounting services. If you have courses that you've created or classes that you want to teach, even a video of yourself explaining something, if you can put that content up in this website, okay? By the way, you can put workbooks, you can put PowerPoints, you can put your videos, you can put your images, and of course your picture will show up, your information about your bio shows up, or your information about your content shows up, which is really neat. And people can then go, click on a button, register for the course. The minute they're registered, they already have a link with you. And by the way, they can ask questions on this platform. So if they have questions about the course that you're teaching, they can actually immediately ask you a question that immediately goes to a question on the other side on the connections platform, because you have a connections through Neurs. Now you're going to get that email saying, hey, this person is asking you this, or this notification. You get to answer them back. And now what's the point of that? The point is that if you're a provider of educational resources, or even a provider of a physical service, or of a service like accounting, for example, by putting up your content, what you're doing is you're attracting people that are looking for your type of information. Obviously, you're not going to put everything about what you do, because you want to reserve some things for an individual consultation. You want to reserve things to make that connection to develop a customer, or someone who's a business associate or a business partner for your franchise or for your network marketing business. But that's what the connections platform is all about. It's about basically allowing providers to make connections through online courses that they'll be able to create. But also, there's another group that's going to be creating online courses, which is our Neurs University faculty. We're going to have different people around the world that are going to be part of our faculty, and they're going to do this in a bunch of different languages. Right now, we already have all the workbooks and all the trainings and all the videos and everything done in English, and a lot of them in Spanish already, so it's really awesome. But we're going to be adding languages very fast, probably Portuguese first and Italian. We'll see how the reach goes, which is basically our marketing effort. But basically, this Neurs University classes are going to cover basic topics like how to incorporate your business, the basic accounting principles. You're going to learn about basically everything: business plan, how to set up your business plan, how to develop, how to raise capital, whether it be angel investors or venture capital money or borrowing money even. Okay, we're going to have a host, 50 classes, and our goal is to provide this quality Neurs University type quality content that's going to be right alongside our provider content. So then as our providers are joining, as the providers are developing more content, the website will have a lot of value to the entrepreneur account. So right off the bat, those people that have seen the entrepreneur account, they have said, wow, the business suggestion engine and the online classes, that's already worth the price of admission, so to speak, okay? And then there's another part to the entrepreneur account that is completely awesome, which I'm about to share with now. So again, let me share with you now. Let me go back to the website here and share with you guys now basically the connections platform. So if you go to the connections platform over here, okay, and you click on offers and requests, an entrepreneur is going to be able to create a request. Let me show you real quick how that looks like. So when you create a request, you're basically asking our community, okay, of providers for things. So literally you will type in the title of your request. I need help incorporating my business. I'm undecided, for example, I'm giving you an example. I'm undecided between incorporating in Delaware, incorporating in Nevada, or maybe in my home state. I have a question about that. Then you say, what category? Well, in this case, it will be either a coaching or consulting, maybe even a provider or vendor. You can also choose the industry. Probably business services will probably be the best industry for someone to look you up. Then audience, you can actually define your audience, okay? Who you target specifically. And then location, I can say worldwide. I can say Central America. I can say Eastern Europe. Since we're talking about Delaware and all that, let's leave it in the United States. That's basically being defaulted because I'm in the U.S. And let's say I'm in Alabama, and more specifically, I'm in Birmingham, okay? So I can say I want somebody in Birmingham and Alabama that deals with this type of topic, and I'm going to upload my files if I have files about the business that I want to incorporate or whatever, and I'm going to click on create. If I do that, what's going to happen is this request is going to show up here. It's going to show in the search, offers, and requests. And initially, basically, people are going to be able to do basic searches. Like, for example, if I am that type of provider, I'll be looking constantly for people that are interested in what I have to offer them, okay? So basically, I'll be looking at requests, trying to match their request with what I offer, okay? But the system is already designed that we're going to intelligently, behind the scenes, suggest to providers which are the entrepreneurs that are posting requests that match what they do. That's what the system is about. Just like we match business ideas and opportunities, franchises and network marketing companies, etc., to individuals, we will do the same thing for providers and entrepreneurs. The whole idea behind that is to create lots of connections. That's what this is about, okay? So that's what I can do. By the way, I can create a request. A provider won't be able to create a request. A provider will be able to only create offers. And by the way, the same way, if a provider creates an offer, then an entrepreneur can go after those offers and try to figure out which is the best provider for what they need, okay? So let me go back to the PowerPoint now and share with you all some more information about the platform. So again, this is business concepts. I think we already covered that. This is post a request. Once again, we already covered that. That's another feature of the entrepreneur account. We already covered all the online educational training. What's the idea behind Neurs? Once again, it's connections. It's that you will have three types of connections. The purple connections are those that are tied into either educational resources, webinars or online courses you assisted, and or business opportunities, okay? The yellows are connections that you make to providers, okay, that you've met on the site. And there's even going to be a green one, which is the one that you make with capital, resources, okay, for you to build your business. Now let's talk about the provider account. So the provider basically joins our site, and they do not complete a Neurs profile. They do not do that. We do not match them with business ideas. They already have a business that they're trying to provide an opportunity to others. By the way, if there's a provider that says, hey, I'm also interested in business ideas and opportunities and new stuff, then they need to be what? A full access account member, obviously, right? But if they're just a provider, they come to this profile page. You've kind of already seen what it looks like. You put in your, in fact, let me go back to the web page. So that way I can show you physically how it actually works. So by going over here, I'm going to go to, once again, I'm going to go to providers, okay, the area of providers. And since I'm a provider on the site, I'm both an entrepreneur and a provider, I can click on create a provider profile. By doing this, this page will open up. Here's my provider profile. I get to put in, what my title is. By the way, I can have multiple provider profiles. So I could be a provider of a franchise, for example, in the U.S., but at the same time, I could be a coach and a mentor of some other product or service for the European market, or even for my home state specifically, or my city. Or I could be an accountant in a certain city, but also I could be the provider of a network marketing opportunity worldwide or in a specific country. So you can create multiple provider profiles. What type of provider profile you are? Well, here it is. You can select your provider type. What intended audience that you're seeking, you get to put that in. Target industry, obviously. Again, location, the same thing I already showed you. And you get to put in your company name, your title or position at that company, the services that you provide, the experience that you have. That helps to differentiate you a little bit. Education, video links. You can put up all your video, your YouTube videos, and even your social media stuff, website address, email address, and you can even upload files, your PDF, your PowerPoint, all the stuff that represents you. And when you hit create, what's going to be created, I'm going to show you real quick. What's going to be created is a page very similar. Remember that pro forma page I showed you? That when you click here, you see that the business. Well, basically, instead of the pro forma logo, you will see your picture here, your background here. You see all your information here, so you're easily foundable. And as you can see, as people scroll down, your information never moves, which is really cool. And then over here will be all of the information about you and your videos and all your information. So when somebody gets to your provider profile page, they'll be like, wow, this is incredible. I love this provider because they can really help me with this thing. And they'll be able to click a button that gets them linked to you, that it makes a connection with you. And that's really what the website, again, is all about. So again, a provider will go ahead and create a provider profile or multiple provider profiles. You can always, obviously revise your provider profiles. And an entrepreneur will be able to do something really cool. Only entrepreneurs can do this, which is search providers. So you can actually literally search provider profiles by specifically who they are, where they live, what they do, what they offer, everything about them, literally even their name. You can search for providers that way, okay, which is a really cool platform. So again, we're trying to get connections to flow through our system very fast. So let me go back now to PowerPoint and again, finish kind of telling you everything that the provider account does, okay? So the provider, your provider can fill out their provider profile like we talked about. The next thing they can do is they can post an offer. Just like an entrepreneur can post a request, a provider can post an offer and say, this is what I'm offering this month. I'm offering a special discount. I'm offering my service for free or whatever, or a special offer for a limited time. And then those offers are searchable. So imagine that somebody is posting an offer about a specific service or need, and all of a sudden on the other side of the world is somebody that's looking specifically for that, and all of a sudden they're getting notified that this provider is offering that. All of a sudden the connection gets made, right? A provider can also, like we talked about, create their online content, their courses material. They can put videos, they can put slides, they can present their material to our community to attract people to them. So the providers have a lot of different features, but here's a very interesting provider feature that we think is obviously a home run for providers, okay? Which is that providers will be able to proactively search the entrepreneur profiles that best meet their criteria. So now let me, before I explain how this works, this is not, we're not allowing you to see, providers won't be able to see personal information, and they won't even be able to see how exactly they answer all the 7 questions. They will only be able to see about 35 things that we chose from their provider profiles that really will help a provider identify a specific target market. A lot like the way Facebook does it, okay? So basically here you can put a zip code, for example. You can put a zip code, you can put a distance within that zip code, a geocoding will get you everyone within a certain radius of that zip code. And then you can say, look, based on the Neurs profile questions, okay, I want an entrepreneur, somebody who answered the following questions. They are interested in franchising, they have this much money to invest. That way you can narrow down to the people that are right for you, that are interested in nutritional products, or that are interested in, the car industry or the automobile industry, or that are great negotiators, or that are, whatever your franchise or your direct marketing or your, social selling marketing opportunity, your network marketing opportunity needs, okay? You can pinpoint that and get to the people that are in most likelihood are already looking for you, but they're not able to find you easily, okay? That's what this website is all about, okay? So it's creating those connections. What will you do once you identify your target market? Well, as a provider, you will send them a proposal. Once the proposal is received, basically that person now is notified that they have a connection with you, and they can always disconnect. That person can always say, look, I'm not interested, I'm gonna disconnect from this, okay? But if you're connected, you can always share information. You have a private meeting room where nobody sees this, okay? Only you and that person sees this, which is your messages, the Word documents, your PowerPoints, things that you want to send to each other. And we're even planning for down the road, not now, down the road, we're even planning for economic transactions to happen between users. So if there's somebody offering their accounting services and they want to do it through Neurs, they'll be able to do that eventually, okay? Initially, that won't be possible when we first launch in March, okay? So basically, we believe this type of platform, okay, with its incredible opportunities, an amazing affiliate opportunity tied into it. We believe this type of opportunity, this type of platform that has this global reach will be a game changer. We think it's going to be covered very soon by Bloomberg TV and CNBC and CNN. We believe it's going to be buzzing all over Facebook. In fact, it already is buzzing all over Facebook and social media, and people are talking about it. And as our reach goes out and reaches millions of people, we believe lots of people are going to be talking about it. And we believe this is going to transform the entrepreneurial world. It's going to be a total game changer. And you have been given the rare opportunity, the rare chance to witness and profit from the birth of this company before anyone else does. We'll explain to you why we believe you'll be able to profit from this, okay? Who are the people behind Neurs.com? Well, first of all, I already mentioned that we have a very unique, world-class team of entrepreneurs and business leaders. That'll be the envy of most startups. We have people with decades of experience with video production and with video broadcasting to over 100 countries on earth, okay? We have people with incredible expertise in the technology field, okay? We have people with incredible marketing techniques, okay, and expertise that they've done for years. So our team is co-founded by just so many great leaders, world-class team really, but we'll introduce you to a few of them today, and on the 25th, you're gonna meet our entire staff and team, okay? One of our key advisors and initial software architects for the project is Aruna Sivanaskas, who currently lives in Mountain View, California. Until literally about 10 to 15 days ago, he worked at Google as a project leader and developer. He's an expert of the highest level in that regards. And he actually was working with us here in Florida a couple of years ago, more than 2 years ago. And he worked with us for a few months, and all of a sudden Google called him and he could not refuse, okay? I think it's an opportunity that a lot of developers wish they had, and of course he got that opportunity. And but he kept on working on our project, kind of like as an advisor and helper, and was always next to us to help us, guide us. And now, by the way, he just left Google in his attempt to get closer to us. His goal is to move to Florida. His goal is to be with our team, and now we're about to get him. But we have an incredible team behind the scenes. Since then, Kevin Martin has taken over, and now it's going to be named CTO of our company, and he's done, him and all the other developers that have worked on the site to this point, and the ones that we're going to be hiring, by the way, because we are hiring, we are bringing people on board now like crazy, are helping us get to the goal of becoming, the meeting point for entrepreneurs worldwide. So another key leader we can discuss, and I've mentioned already, is Dr. Dennis Covier, a world-renowned professional speaker, business consultant, someone that has written over 10 books on business and self-development and basically how to become an entrepreneur, including the international bestseller he co-wrote with Alan, The ABCs of Making Money. This book became an international bestseller, sold millions of copies, and Dr. Dennis Covier is somebody who we relied on tremendously for so many parts of our business. He's advised us on so many different things. But one of the things that me and Dennis decided to do was we decided to write a book that will go right alongside, that will be launched right alongside the website come the 25th of January, which is called Start Now. And this book has been carefully written to be launched simultaneously with the site to help us promote the powerful idea and the fundamental message of Neurs, but also to bring forth an awareness. In fact, we have just received the book. The book just landed in our office 2 days ago, and we got literally boxes and boxes stacked up in our penthouse over there. And basically, the book will be on sale. By the way, I'll explain that in a second. It will be on sale on the 25th at the live event. And then from there, it's going to be hidden away. It's going to be behind the scenes. It's only going to be accessible to those that help us with the reach, with the marketing effort. And then it will be available for sale worldwide come in March. But the book is here. It's a phenomenal book. It's a hardcover, as you will see. It's been properly written to explain everything about entrepreneurship, about how to start a business, any business you want to start. Everything is explained. This is not basically a roundabout book. It's a book with very specific instructions on how to do everything you need to do. It's sort of basically mirrors what Neurs.com does, only that every step of the way we always say, look, this is only a written version of what we're talking about. To see the full live animated version, you must log into Neurs.com and become a member, because that's how you're going to take advantage of this book and the website. So this is going to be a powerful book for those of you who are in the affiliate marketing world. Imagine having a website you can promote alongside a book as well. And so I just want to basically show you the book. Let me actually go back to the PowerPoint and show you guys basically some more information. So again, the book is only going to be available physically for a few hours, on sale, a few hours, until its official release mid-March, sometime this year. Okay, Start Now is a must-read, we believe, for anyone that wants to be in business for themselves. Anybody who wants to be an entrepreneur who aspires to that. The subtitle is Find, Build, and Profit from Your Ideal Business. But we believe it's going to be required reading for anyone interested in getting involved with our project. We really, truly believe that. Okay, if you're going to promote Neurs.com, if you're going to be part of our affiliate team, you're going to want to have this book in your hands. You're going to want to read it, and you may want to have multiple copies, so then you can put it in the hands of the people that are really needing this information. Okay, so on January the 25th, what's going to happen? Well, you're going to learn more about how this site works. I've only explained to you today about 25-40% of everything. We're going to go into more details on the 25th. You're going to learn about the revolutionary technologies behind this website and meet again some of our teammates that are involved in this, okay? But most importantly, you're going to find out how to profit from this hot new tech startup that we're creating as you and we together help us market the site. That's what basically this is all about, okay? So what's extremely cool, what we believe is extremely cool about this launch is that you're going to have a rare chance to be a founding member of what we believe is going to be one of the hottest tech startups in 2014. And I think that, tech is hot. You know that. You know that tech is hot. Everybody's talking about tech companies, apps and things. Everybody knows that unemployment is, 9-10% of the U.S., but around the Silicon Valley area, unemployment is non-existent, basically. Okay, it's very, very low. And there's actually a great demand for people over there. And we believe that everybody wants to talk about a startup and be involved in the startup process, especially technology type startup. And so you're going to be part of that. You're going to be able to be a founding member. It's a title that we're actually, an account type almost, that we're offering come March. So we're going to explain that in more details. And also another thing that we believe is extremely cool is that the company will offer a patent pending process, the 66% of the population needs and desires, but doesn't exist yet. Okay? And that you will be part of our unique affiliate package, compensation package, that has the potential to put thousands of dollars, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars in your pocket over the next 90 days. We're talking 90 days, okay, as you help us with this launch and help us with the marketing efforts, okay? Now, what's really important, I think, and I think we need to focus on this, is that at the heart of this launch is real entrepreneurship, okay? A real entrepreneurship, not the entrepreneurship that everybody seems to think that entrepreneurship is. I believe that the word entrepreneurship in a startup has really kind of gotten lost a little bit, okay? And everybody talks about the tech world, and everybody talks about, yeah, we are a tech company, but we're about helping people that are entrepreneurs from all walks of life find their ideal business, whether that be a franchise, whether that be a network marketing or social marketing or even affiliate marketing opportunities that exist outside of Neurs, okay? We want to help people find the right opportunities for them, okay? And that's what we call real entrepreneurship. So that's what's at the heart of this company, okay? And how this whole thing started, by the way, is really simple. I had a conversation with my brother about 3 years ago that really changed the direction of my life. And my brother is someone who graduated from Florida International University. And he called me up and said, look, I'm graduating, or I already graduated, and I want to talk to you because I want to start my own business. I want to be an entrepreneur. And I said, well, let's meet. Initially, I thought he was just going to ask me for money, but it turns out, when I met with him, that he didn't have really a concrete business idea to pursue. He isn't one of those kids that had a brilliant startup idea that he wanted to do. He was just a guy who says, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a business owner. I know I don't want to work for someone. In fact, I know the job market is very difficult. My friends are not finding work. I know it's difficult out there. So what should I do to start my own business? What kind of business is right for me? Can you help me with that? He said, basically, look, you know a lot of business opportunities. You've been in business for 20 plus years. You know a lot of people, obviously, and you know me. Which is the right business for me? I thought that question blew me away. I said, well, I don't know. I have to really think about it. And immediately I started thinking, well, there's got to be something that does that already. There's got to be some kind of system that matches people and business ideas and opportunities. And then he said, and I said, well, what else do you need? And he said, I need connections. I need you to open up your database of contacts, and I need you to help me get basically my business started. I said, that makes sense. He said, what else do you need? He says, and money. I said, wait a minute. So if you have money, you have the right connections, and you have the idea, you already be an entrepreneur? He says, yeah. And I said, well, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some research for you. I'm going to go. I'm a big believer in web technology and the internet, the power of the internet to unite people, to create solutions, powerful solutions for people. I said, there's got to be already a platform doing all that. There's got to be. And I spent literally weeks trying to find it. And later on, I met with him a few weeks later, and I shared with him what I found, which is basically a whole bunch of pages that try to be a lead capture system for franchisors. It's pretty horrendous what's going on out there. Basically, out of the thousands of opportunities in the franchising industries that are out there, one website will list maybe 150, 200, 300, whatever, and it will basically be a brief description, and then all they want you to do is say, I'm interested in this one. Now, based on what? Based on you, based on the criteria you search. Now, in my opinion, that was archaic. That was like 1990s search. Like you get to put, you know, I'm interested in the car. I'm interested in this much money. I only have, and then you find only, no one was suggesting ideas to you. Now, the ones that were suggesting, by the way, I found a bunch of blogs that suggest network marketing ideas. But basically, it was somebody in a blog from Tennessee that wrote down his ideas, and the blog gets 10 views a day on Google because of Google search or whatever. I mean, whatever, and they list the top 10. And by the way, that person is a distributor for the number one. He happens to rank himself in the number one spot as a blogger, and that's not trustworthy. That's not something you can rely on. So we started thinking about which is the best way to do this, which would be the best way to do that, and that's when the idea for Neurs emerged. Okay, so let me go back to the PowerPoint, and again. At the heart of this is real entrepreneurship, about helping people find their ideal business opportunities that are out there, okay? The best thing about this launch, in our opinion, is that no one outside of our inner circle has heard about it yet, and you're going to be the first. You'll have first mover's advantage to capitalize on this amazing marketing effort before the world knows about it, literally, okay? Now, the event information for the 25th, here it is. January the 25th, 2 p.m., very sharp, okay? We're going to start at 2 p.m. locally. By the way, only those that are invited can go. If you did not receive an invitation for us for the live event, unfortunately, you cannot make it. We have limited seating at around 250 people, and the seats have flown. They're already done. We're already booked solid. I think we might have been overbooked, by the way. So it could be standing room only for this live event. And where is it going to be? It's going to be at the Florida International University, FIU, Graham Center, the pit, and the auditorium. We'll start at the pit. With pictures, with even snacks and drinks, energy drinks. By the way, we're not doing any alcoholic beverages in any way, shape, or form. That will be from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. sharp is when our official launch presentation will begin. And by 4 p.m., the site will be launched. And that's when invitations are going to fly out of our system. And that's when you'll be able to register for our marketing site. That's the front end of our process. And then you'll be able to switch over to the other side, okay? So that's the event information. Now, for those of you who did not get a physical invitation, who are not in our priority mailing list at this point for whatever the reason, you'll be able to watch a pre-recorded broadcast in English and Spanish. We'll do both, okay, on Neurs.tv. So just type into your web browser Neurs.tv, again, at 3 p.m., and then you'll be able to watch it. And at 4 p.m., you'll be able to accept your invitation as soon as the invitation start reaching the people that we're inviting, okay? That's the event information, again, for the 25th. If you're going to come to the physical site, we're going to need you to bring your a device, an internet Wi-Fi connected device, preferably a laptop. It could be an iPad as well. And we'll provide you, again, the Wi-Fi on the site. Now, let me kind of walk you through the process real quick. So number one process is once at 4 p.m., we open up the invitation platform, you basically get an email. And the email is going to say, hey, this friend of yours has, in fact, the email is going to come from your friend because it's done through the Neurs email system, but it's coming from your friend. Your friend's directly inviting you, okay? This is how this works, okay? And you'll be able to go right to our website. Right on our website, you will see on Neurs.com, there's a section that says, have you been invited? And you put either your email or your cell phone number to check if your invitation has been submitted, okay, by the person that supposedly invited you, okay? If you have been invited, then you go to the next page. On the next page, you get to put in all your information to basically register. There's a terms of service that you must agree to, whatever, and then you're into the inner part of the Neurs marketing site. Now, with that being said, I got to make a couple of clarifications. Number one, there are going to be some people that may get an email before 4 p.m. So our invitation process starts at 4 p.m., but there's going to be some that are going to get an email before 4 p.m. Why? Because a lot of us that are involved in the physical event, okay, on the 25th, we're not going to have time to send invitations starting at 4 p.m. So our invitations are going to go out before. Okay, so you're going to get them, but you're not going to be able to register. You're not going to be able to log in with that email. You have to wait until 4 p.m. when we open up the process for everyone. So just keep that in mind, okay, guys? The second thing I want to basically point out to you is that if you get to the invitation process, let me go back to the PowerPoint. So if you basically get to the site and you check your email or check your mobile number. By the way, the mobile number only works for U.S., Puerto Rico, and Canada. It doesn't work for any other country. So you can only invite through your phone number, those countries. Okay, everyone else has to be invited through email, and we almost prefer that you do the email process anyhow, because that way we already have your email. But anyhow, when you accept the invitation, there might be some people that might get 2 invitations or 3 or 4, who knows. If you get multiple invitations, when you get to the next page, the registration page, when you accept your invitation and you get to the next page, the first drop down is going to have the names of the people that invited you. And you get to select who you want to give credit to, who you want to basically say, yeah, I'm responsible for joining this site because of this person. Neurs is always going to be, has been designed to be, will always be an invitation-only platform. There will never be direct online registration. It always has to be through somebody who's already in the network that's going to invite you in to be part of it, okay? So that's the way we want to create our quality standards. And for those of you that haven't seen the video, I encourage you, the video is there now. Go to Neurs.com. There's a video, there's a 3-minute video that introduces you to the concept, that really gets you really curious about knowing more. That's the purpose of it. And then you get to put your email address to accept your invite, okay? Once somebody gets to this page, you should encourage them to watch the video before accepting the invite. That way they understand what this is about. But they don't have to. They can directly go into the invitation and go to the next page, okay? What's on the next page? The next page is once you're logged in, once you're registered with the site, you're going to watch a second video. Right below the invitation panel, you see that says invite, reach, VIP room, etc. Right below the invitation panel, when you first enter the site, there's a video that's going to show. It's a 9-minute video because, yes, we do now explain a lot more about what this site is about, okay? And you'll be able to understand it. But right below it, it's the invitation process. So you watch the video, a 9-minute video. Again, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to, but we encourage you to do it. That way you'll understand how the site works. Explains everything. And then right below that, you get to invite people. Now, how many people can you invite? 6. The number is 6. You have 6 people, 6 slots that you can invite to it. And only when 6 people have not only received their invitation, but accepted their invitation, okay, does basically the system allow you to invite more. So we've locked it down to 6. That's the way it works. Everybody gets 6 invites. And you can tell your people, look, I only got 6 invites. I need you to get your invitation and immediately accept. By the way, if for some reason somebody does not accept their email, let's say it goes to their junk folder, or they don't get it for whatever the reason, as long as the email that you put on the system is the same email they're going to use to check if they've been invited, as long as we know you invited them, they don't have to have the email. They never have to have gotten the email in order to check. They can check without even getting the email. Even if it takes longer for the email to get to them, they can go ahead and check and they can register immediately, okay? Again, 6 invitations. And then once those 6 people accept their invitation, in other words, they complete the registration and they move on to the same page that you saw before with the second video is, once they fully registered, then we're going to open up 24 slots. Now you have a total of 30 slots, okay, to invite people, which is awesome. Once those 30 get completed, we'll open up another 30 slots, okay? That's the way the system was designed initially. Now, that being said, we have decided to do something unique just for our launch. A lot of our affiliate marketing team, people that we reached out to that have literally lists of thousands and thousands of people, they said, hey, we want to be able to invite more than 6. I mean, we have hundreds, if not thousands, we can do immediately. How do we do that? We had our best people and stuff. How do we do that? And so we've created an import mechanism. You can import from these platforms. You can import from Gmail, from Live, from Hotmail. You can email from Outlook.com and from Yahoo. And when you import, okay, what happens is that 6 limit gets broken. In other words, you no longer are subject to that 6 limit. You now can literally import all of your contacts and select all the ones you want to invite. Now, you have to select one by one. They're not pre-selected, so you have to go one by one and choose the language you want the invitation to go out on, okay? English or Spanish initially. By the way, people have asked me about the language thing. How many languages will Neurs support? Neurs has been built from the ground up to afford to have as many languages as we want to add. And in fact, we have a fairly easy system to add languages. But we don't want to add all these languages without knowing that we have a lot of people in those markets that are going to read that information. So let me quickly explain how the languages is going to work, okay? As soon as we have a country on earth that we have more than 100 users, okay, 100 registered, completed invite users, where the language in that country is not supported by Neurs, we're going to immediately get into action that within the next few days after that, we're going to activate that language on the system. And that's how we're going to do it. So then from those 100 or from those couple of hundred, we can spread into literally maybe hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in that country, because we're going to start supporting that language. That's on the Neurs marketing site. I want to make sure we're clear on that, okay? Now on the other side, on the actual user site, which is a site that we're going to be using, we're going to be launching in March, okay? That site, we're going to need to have 1,000 founding members from any one country that are activated in order for us to be able to support that country if we don't support that language that's spoken in that country, okay? That's another little tidbit I'm going to give you right now. So we're working really hard to add a lot of languages. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of translations. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of moving parts. But our goal is to be a global site. Our goal is to reach basically the entrepreneurial world. And to do that, we have to have the system to do it. We have it. It's just going to take a few weeks, a few months, perhaps even a year or two before we reach every country on earth. But that's, as you will imagine, that's a very aggressive goal. Most startups do not start in English and Spanish, okay, or 2 or 3 languages. Most startups, as you know, start in the US or they can start in Europe. And then very slowly, maybe after a year or after they're proving their concept, they go to a second and third language. And then it takes some years. I think it took Facebook 4, 5, or 6 years before they were like in 20 languages or whatever languages they support today, okay? So just be aware of that this is a process that we're going to be adding slowly, but we're going to require some founding members from each country that we go into in order for us to say, okay, now we're going to commit to that country, being all their content, all the Neurs University, all the business ideas, everything. We're going to work to get that into that. We're going to need some founding members first. So just be aware of that, and we're going to be talking about that more in the next 7 to 8 weeks. So let me go back to PowerPoint again. You'll be able to input all your contacts, and let me be very clear about this, okay? The importing of the contacts, when you import all your contacts, okay, we do not want anybody spamming people. And we're going to be watching for anyone that's sending out spam. If you send out too many messages that bounce back that the emails are not valid, then we know you're spamming because we know you don't know those people. If you have a bunch of people that say, hey, this is spam, they mark you as spam, we're going to know that as well. If you send too many emails, we're going to be looking at that. We're going to really look at your quality to see if people accept your invitation. And if we don't get the right ratios, if we don't see the right behavior, we can block your account. Just like Facebook can block your account, just like any other websites can block your account, we will block your account for 24 hours or more to understand what you're doing because we do not want our servers to be marked as spamming type things, and we want to protect our image and our reputation online, okay? So again, this is about you inviting people that you know. So we'll allow you to import. For example, I have literally thousands of people that I've met over the years in a multitude of businesses and industries. I'm only going to be inviting between 100 to 200 people on the first day that I personally know, that I have a personal relationship with, that I have contact with, that I know will benefit from this platform. And the other thousands will be invited later. So I want you to think of it that way. Only import your very best people. These people you should have called already. They should know who you are already. They should be waiting for their invitation. They shouldn't be people that are going to be surprised by this invitation. That should not be the case. And again, we're going to be monitoring that in the backside, okay? All right, so what happens after that? Well, once you have invited those people, once they accept their invitation, they would be able to turn around and send out even more invitations, and you'll be able to track this. We'll be tracking this, and you'll be tracking this through the Reach platform. You'll be able to see how many invitations went out, how many countries on earth, people have accepted invitations, etc. It's a lot of fun. This is going to be a blast when we open this up on the 25th, okay? What we really need to know right now, look, get your list ready. The list should be in a digital format, perhaps even a Word document with just first name, last name, email address, and or phone number. It should be a list in a Word document or uploaded, as we talked about. And our preferred format will be a digital access format. You can access it, you can copy paste from it, or you can import even into our platform, like Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, Live, Outlook.com, Hotmail, etc. And you can import from there. That's really what you need to know. Build your list. Tell people that you're going to send them an invitation, that they should be looking for it on the 25th, that they need to accept it right away because this is something that's going to move very fast worldwide, okay? And get ready to take action. The word about this launch is going to spread very quickly, and you need to stake your claim early. Affiliate marketers that have worked with iTunes, that have worked with Apple with their store, that have worked with Groupon, that have also worked with so many of the affiliate industries. They know how important it is to stake your claim early, to get out there and to basically drive traffic to our site. And that's really what this thing is all about. It's about basically positioning yourself so then when this thing really goes global, you'll be able to basically benefit the most from it, okay? Now, a lot of you, if I show you this picture and I say, you know who Adam D'Angelo is? Most of you will never know. I like to close with this message. Adam D'Angelo was basically a programmer, a developer for Facebook in the early days. He was really joined almost right at the beginning when nobody heard about the company, when the company had a few users, when they were trying to figure out, by the way, how Facebook looks today has nothing to do with what it was. And that's a little bit of what we're going to experience with Neurs, okay? Where we want to take the site has nothing to do with what you're going to see today. We have done a great job, but we're going to put it on another level within a year or two. This is going to be a totally different story, okay? And you're going to be a part of that. That's what's really fun about this. But this guy, Adam D'Angelo, basically was given less than 1% stock in the company. He's got some shares because he was there early in the game. He was part of the thing, right? So at less than 1%, Adam, who's still in his 20s, he was just named in the 30 for 30 by Forbes. 30 under 30 means the top 30 entrepreneurs under 30 years old. And he's now the CEO of Quora, a question and answer platform. And he's basically worth now $600 million because of one decision to be early in the game with Facebook. Okay? Now, let me be very clear. That's number one, the potential of getting in early. That's number one, the potential of getting in early. But let me be very clear. We're not saying that you're going to be the next Adam D'Angelo and that we're going to give you 0.8% of stock or whatever. We're not saying that, okay? But you will have the potential to earn from a few hundred to a few $1,000s in the first few months, basically, for joining our platform and doing nothing more than just recommending the platform, recommending the site to other people. You will make money from doing that, okay? Some of you will even see a 6-figure payday. Some of you that have a really worldwide reach, that can have a worldwide reach, and even some more than that. We even expect some people to make into the millions of dollars during the first even 3 or 4 months following our launch in March, okay? So that's our projections already get us there. But many of you are going to receive an ongoing monthly and annual residual income simply because you were early on, you referred us to people who then also maybe even some of them referred us to other people, and you helped us build a community. And because of that, we want to reward you financially for getting the word out. This is how we're going to make this happen. We're going to make this happen by getting millions of people interested in this platform from day one. And then as they transition into, eventually some of them are going to transition into paying accounts, into entrepreneur and providers and full access account. As they transition into that, you will earn an income stream. And that could be on a residual basis. Month by month, you'll be getting a check for nothing more than the effort you're probably going to do in the next maybe week or two, maybe 3 months at best. And that's the exciting thing about this opportunity. And we'll give you more details on that. So what we're really saying is that this is the next big idea. This is the next big project, the next big thing that is going to hit the internet world, the tech startup world. And we want you to be part of that. What we're saying is that you're going to have a rare chance to be on the ground floor of our pre-released opportunity. That's what we're saying. And we want you to really take advantage of this incredible opportunity. So let me go back to PowerPoint and finish up with you today. So basically, we believe this is going to be the next big billion-dollar opportunity, and we believe that what we have in place is going to really it's going to be something big. And we just want you to I think the PowerPoint kind of fell there, but we just go back to this. So anyhow, I think you got the message. The message is this is going to be a big opportunity. There's a big income stream. We're going to basically release all the information that you need to know on the 25th to take advantage of it, and then from the 25th on, over the next 7 weeks, as we roll out what we call our Curiosity Marketing Program, we're going to basically let the world know what Neurs is all about. The world is going to know what Neurs is all about, and it's going to create basically a need for the product. So then once in March, we actually activate the pay service. This will be a very successful launch from day one. And that's what you're a part of right now. Hopefully you get the idea, you get the vision, you capture it. There's a PDF on the website. If you haven't seen it, please do so. There's a PDF on our blog. Right now it's in English, it's in Italian, it's also in German, it's in Portuguese, a few other languages, Spanish. For Latin America, Spanish for Spain, and in fact, they're working right now on another French version, the Hindu version. There's a whole bunch of Hindi version. There's a whole bunch of versions being created right now for it, and people are helping us worldwide. It's really amazing how people are just chipping in and helping us. And if you believe, by the way, you can help us, we welcome you. If you have any questions for us, please do so. Send us your questions to info@neurs.com. Again, info@neurs.com. And once again, this has been Franco Dina, CEO, co-founder of Neurs.com. And we want to just basically give you the welcome to this first official broadcast. And we'll see everybody on the 25th for our official launch. Thank you for watching this presentation.